Hello and welcome to Miller's Produce. Gonna give you a little tour of some of the gourds we grow here. I trellis them up my deer fencing that surrounds our garden here, and that keeps them nice and clean and makes them easy to pick and makes them easy to spray too. So here we are at the end of August, and we have some nice gourds already. Starting to get some powdery mildew. Here's a nice one. I call this the ghost gourd because the first time I grew these, I didn't see them until all the foliage died, and then there they were. They blended in real well. The wing gourd, both two-tone green. We're getting into something a little different here. Green and yellow. Slight wings on them. They're pretty nice. I like them. Seems we got a decent amount of those here. Little ones up in there. We should get quite a few more gourds yet by the time all this dies and we're making our harvest. Oh, look at this little one here. I like that. Hope I get more of those. Yeah, that big goober there. Not very interesting, but it's huge. And here we got one. I call this the Black Knight. I grow about 100 different types of gourds. I have them all drawn and cataloged and seed saved, but I don't get everyone planted this. I didn't get everyone planted this year. I only got a few of the varieties planted this year. I was a little late with my planting because we started this new garden this year, and a lot had to be done. The ground had to be cleared. The ground had to be tilled. It had to be stoned. We had to pull all the stones out of it. And I had to put this deer fencing up. So that put me way behind schedule. Yeah, that was an interesting one there. So I think next year we'll get an early start on the gourds and we'll really get some nice ones. I know I have seed for some really cool stuff. Stuff most people probably never saw. I got seeds for miniature gourds that aren't even in the market yet from a friend who develops seeds for seed companies. So, oh, looky there. I was wondering if I'd get any of these. I call that one the bumpy dumpling. That's a nice sized one there. You never know what you're going to get unless you pollinate them by hand. So I pretty much let them do their thing, and I'm always getting something new. There'll be gourds all along there. And I'll just be able to come through here and pick them right off the fence then. It really works out nice. And like I said, it makes it real easy to care for them when they're trellised like this. I got some disease in here that's killing off a few, but it's a little tough down at this end where the corn's growing. It pretty much blocks them from getting any good sun. This is Indian corn here. So I'm hoping these ears get a little bigger. I got to get some irrigation in here. It's really dry this time of year. I have all the rows in the garden irrigated, but I didn't do the corn. There's some minis. I didn't get many of them planted this year. I would have liked to have had more of them tiny ones. Got a lot of this type this year. This was overplanted, this type. I don't know what happened. I think my first batch didn't turn out, and then somehow I got too many of these seeds cast around the garden. But here's my late planting of cherry tomatoes. They were just little twigs a month ago. And here's my late planting of yellow and red tomatoes. I'm hoping there's a few reds in there. I got a few yellows mixed in with my red tomatoes in the early ones, so I have a feeling there's a few reds and a few yellows in there. Those are my late cherries there. And here, this taller row here is my beef steaks and some heirlooms in there. Here we got the banana peppers. There's some hot peppers down at the other end. Some garden salsa peppers and some holy mole peppers. And there's sweet bananas on the right side here. And this row of tomatoes here is my cherry tomatoes. They're looking real nice. We were able to keep the disease off of them pretty much and spray them with fungicide. See, I got a little disease over on this side. It always hits this side of the garden first. And then we got the orange sun coming in there. They really are good tomatoes. They crack resistant and great color and flavor, nice size. Here we got our tequila hybrids and our orange marmalade bell peppers. And you can see my mountain fresh there. I mean Mountain Spring, I'm sorry. Mountain Spring and Florida 47s got hammered with blight. There's nothing left of them, and I punched holes in on the side and planted beans in there. And if we come up here and look down, you can see some of the beans are coming up already. The one variety I planted, I believe that's Jade green bean, they're up already. So it's not looking like the others are coming up too good, so I'm going to have to replant some Jade down at the other end and see if I can't still get a harvest. It's late, but you know, if I cover these, I should be able to bring a harvest of beans in, maybe the first ones at least. And here we got bell peppers. It's Early Sensation and Red Night, and all the way at the other end is Sweet Bella hybrids, a couple of them. This row of tomatoes over here is my Gold Spark yellow grape tomatoes. They're really producing like crazy right now, and they're not too sickly. They have some disease, but not as bad as my red grapes. This row here is my sweet Italian peppers. That's on the left hand side here, that's Mamma Mia, which turns yellow. And on the other side you can see the giant Marconis. You can see they're turning red right now. I got a few yellow ones, but not a lot. And then here's my red grape F1s. They got hit real hard with blight. This whole side is all smoked out. They I mean, look at that. That got hit hard. But we've been spraying it and trying to preserve what's left of it. And here I have a double row of eggplant. I planted 3 types. I ended up with 4 types somehow. Some other variety got thrown in there. I bought Epic, Rosa Bianca, and Galaxy of Stars. And then this one right here on the end here, I don't know what that is, but that is not any of those 3 that I just mentioned. Gets real long and slender, like a Japanese type of eggplant. They're real popular. I only got 1 plant of them. I wish I knew what they were. I'd plant them again. Here we go. Row of Clancy hybrid red potatoes, the little ones. They're just starting to, plants are just starting to get a little yellow, but they've been blooming and growing like crazy all summer, and I thought they'd be dead by now and ready to harvest, but not yet. And here we got a row of Carnival Squash. You can see there's a couple of them in there. These aren't the real colorful ones. I only got 1 plant out of all of them that have the pretty orange and green ones, so I'm gonna try to get better seed next year with more colorful ones. And here, look, here's my row, a row of cantaloupe, my late cantaloupes here. These are Athenas, non-GMO. Ooh, I can see some in there that are ready. You can see them turning yellow. That's when you know they're ready, when they'll slip right off of there. And over here, we got my watermelons over here. And we got, of course, Gourds in here. Our gizmo gourds. Here you can see the watermelons. There's sangrias in there. There's seedless in there. I use the sangria and crimson sweet for pollinators. And then what we like is sweet gem for seedless and millionaire. Those are our 2 favorites. I don't know if you can see any melons in there. There's still some little sangrias in there. We picked most of them out already, but there's still some in there. And over on the fence there we got cucumbers. We got that are in bad shape. They got some serious issues over there. I've got them in late, and it was a tough time to plant cucumbers. But we're getting some nice cucumbers off them. It's just that the plants don't look so good. Maybe they'll grow out of that. I've been spraying them. But there's Market More 76, I believe the number is, and Sweet Slice Hybrid, and I think I have 1 Diva that came up. I had the seeds just failed on me. They were terrible. The Divas. I have a whole pack of seeds, and I got maybe 3 plants to germinate, and then those 3 plants, I got 1 left, and it's looking pretty poorly, so that wasn't all that great. Here we have our pumpkins. This is Magic Lantern, which is a variety I think is really good for home gardeners. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space like some other pumpkins do, and it produces real well, and you get a nice sized pumpkin, a nice shape, nice color, nice stem. So I got a lot of grass in here. I didn't get it all weeded, but down at this end it's a little better. You can see I spent a little time here pulling weeds, and so there we have it. That's our garden. A little update for you all. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave comments in the comments section, and I'll be looking forward to answering any of your questions you might have. So thanks for watching.